Okay. Well, this is the upstairs bathroom. We didn't get a chance to really look at this with the others, but hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Sticks holding up the lavatory. Everything goes down, supposed to go down. We got a door. We got a stopper here. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Already been there, done that. We're in the upstairs common area. We got a thermostat up here. We got bookcases, sectional. Made it kind of difficult coming up here. Now, while we're up here, be careful about raising and lowering this ladder right next to the ceiling fan like this. This is, it's an accident waiting to happen. Of course, we got closets are full, garage is full. Attic wasn't full. All the windows I can get to, my representative sample, everything's fine. Most of my door stoppers are here. Receptacles are working. Smoke and carbon monoxide alarms are in the appropriate locations. And some of them I couldn't reach. Okay. This is a time I'd like to say thank you, dear client, for your trust in your business. Those things mean the world to me. A good Google review mean a lot to a small businessman like me. Now, all home inspectors are required to render opinions about the foundation. Okay, that doesn't make us engineers, even though some of us use engineering equipment. What I'm looking for, I'm not calculating slope. What I'm looking for is no more than 1 inch of floor height elevation differential within 30 feet. And I'm getting more 1 inch between where I'm standing here in the primary and that corner over there, and more than 1 inch over there to over in that closet. And by the way, that is the maximum measurements that I got. Everything else is down below 1 inch. So, and I'm not seeing any signs of distress. Again, it doesn't mean that I'm not an engineer. Well, look at there. Can we do that? Okay. Just when I was talking about any kind of bind in here, that's kind of interesting. Huh. But then I come on along, right? The rest of the doors. See, fine. Fine. Now these doors, their manufacturer specifies that they're supposed to be sealed on 6 sides to keep them from warping. And I know that my door warped. That's what, I didn't have a warranty on it. So 6 sides should be sealed. Now the National Marble Institute says that you shouldn't have an overhang more than 10 inches without a corbel or some kind of support. But underneath here, if you'll see, we've got these slats. And I wasn't here when this whole countertop was installed. So I don't know. But, you do have the slats. It is the support. That's usually, that's considered acceptable. I'm just saying that I wasn't here when they built the thing. But that's the support instead of having the corbel. Now, code has changed. When this house was built, it was illegal, if you will, to have an electric receptacle outlet that's recessed more than 6 inches. So that shouldn't have been here 8 years ago when this home was built. But last year, now we've gone and changed it, and we shouldn't have any receptacle on the side of a kitchen island. So now this house wasn't built this morning. It was built 8 years ago. So 8 years ago, this is perfectly fine, even though that wasn't. So it was perfectly fine 8 years ago, but today it's a safety issue. You've got the cords hanging off with the crock pot and all that miserable stuff, horrible stories. And that's why they have that. Would I want them on the side of my house? My house isn't for sale. My house is not for sale. You shouldn't have to live like me. But yeah, we've got those right there. Let's see. That's about it.